Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the San Francisco Giants and the Detroit Tigers. John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. So the Detroit Tigers are in position to sweep this three-game series with a win. So, Chris, what's their mindset heading into today?
Yeah, looking to go 3 for 3, Boog. They've already won the series, and now they can really leave their mark. It's all about having confidence.
Just about set to go now. And towing the slab, Tarek Skubal. Chris, how about a scouting report?
He touched the 9th inning his last time out. Really wanted the complete game. Didn't get it, but he did get the W. They'd love to see him pitch deep into this one again.
Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. And that's a swing, according to umpire Matthew Ross. 110. And a pitch. And strike 2. And a swing and a miss. Now 1 away.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Austin Slater stands in. Bounced out to short. Sends it to first. Nice efficient start to the afternoon. That's 2 out. Now we take a peek at the Giants lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get 1 pitch. You better not miss it.
Got him looking. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees. Giants down in order. And now the Tigers get their first opportunity. No score. You're watching Tigers baseball on the show, Great Lakes.
A really good outing for him last time. Scattered 2 runs, was attacking hitters, getting ahead in the count. Great performance. We'll see if he can do it again in this one.
Zach McKinstry leading things off and takes a strike. This one high in the air to left center. Peterson makes the grab, and there's 1 down. And now the Tigers line up for manager A.J. Hinch. They're facing a guy today who is a strike thrower. Doesn't issue a lot of walks, so they're going to have to work hard to generate base runners.
And when you've got a strike thrower like this guy on the mound, you can't be overly patient as a hitter because the umpire is generally going to give him the benefit of the doubt. So you got to go up there, understand what's in his repertoire, be aggressive in what you can handle. And you get 3 swings, why not take all 3 of them? With his control and command, he's going to be in the strike zone.
So a man aboard. Next to hit, Spencer Torkelson. 4 for 7 in the series, so he's been good. In there, and it's 0-1. It affects the game in so many ways, right? Your ability to come back is usually tied to power. If you can deliver a huge hit with 1 swing of the bat, it really changes your capability when you fall behind. Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Guys become defensive, and all of a sudden, for the hitter, that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. He obviously put a very nice swing on that pitch and really drove it towards the gap, but I'm pretty surprised he only ended up on first right there. And it's kind of hard to say if there was some hesitation or if they just decided to play it safe.
2 on, 2 outs. And a count 1-2. And the right-hander deals. Bounce to third. They get the force, and that is the inning. Top of the second. Now the Giants' 4-hitter, Jock Peterson.
The left fielder, number 23, Jock Peterson.
Skubal back to work. Ball 1 there. On the ground to short. The throw to first. There to beat him by an eyelash.
The third baseman, number 7,
You got to be kidding me. Did you see that throw?
Not really, Boog. I mean, it happened in the blink of an eye, it seemed, but thankfully StatCast is here to help us out. I mean, you don't see many throws across the infield that get up into the 90s, so he really reached back for that one, and he had to get the out.
Up the middle. Throws to first. 2 up, 2 down.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing him down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
Tapped on the ground softly to short. McKinstry on the run. Throw to first. And that'll do it. Down 1, 2, 3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score.
for the Tigers.
Back here in Detroit, we head to the bottom of the second. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Matt Vierling. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And that's in for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle to base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He was all over that one. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Nick Maton stands in now and watches strike 1. Popped up, middle of the diamond. Flores makes the grab, 1 away.
Going to have a little more discipline in future at bats. That pitch looked good, but you can't hit it. It was just too high in the zone. You usually see a swing and miss or weak contact in the infield.
Parker Meadows, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Ground ball up the middle. Sneaks through. Base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second. And the throw's offline. Safe at third. Parker Meadows with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does.
That to right. Haniger has a beat on it. He's got it. There's 2 away.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at bat.
Now it's going to be Zach McKinstry. And that's a little bit high. And that is ball 1. 0-0 here in the bottom of the second. That one finds the corner, and it's a ball and a strike. Righty delivers. to the right side. Sends it to Flores. Third out, and that ends the frame. Welcome back. There's Crawford now. Open stance on that left side.
The shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
The pitch. Brandon Crawford, a player who has been a stalwart at shortstop for the San Francisco Giants. Helped them win World Series in 2012 and 2014. And he comes from a line of Giants fans. His parents, Mike and Lynn, they had Giant season tickets. They took Brandon to games all the time growing up. And now the lefty misses inside, and the count is 1-2.
Yeah, Bay Area kid who loved his San Francisco Giants, and so cool that he was able to establish a career with this team. Got to the big leagues pretty quickly, called up a little bit early, and never went back down again.
Crawford has played the most games at shortstop in Giants history. You could make a pretty good case he's the best shortstop in the history of the franchise. Here's a 1-2. Got him. And that's the first out.
Man, he had the stanky leg on that one right there. That curveball just locked him up.
Now batting Mitch Haniger. In there for strike one. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Slowly on the ground to short. And it finds its way through for a hit.
Didn't exactly square that one up, but sometimes you don't have to. Didn't make quality contact on the ground ball to the pull side, but sometimes it's just a matter of finding the hole in the defense.
Roberto Perez standing in. First offering misses the mark. Perez, a former Gold Glove winner, 34-year-old vet, and he's usually a catcher. Today, he gets off his legs a bit. He's the DH. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Well, I really like when a guy gets a break like that. He still gets to stay involved in the game. Instead of starting behind the dish, he gets to hit, gets to rest a little bit, gets to watch the game from a different perspective.
Top of the third, no score. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Back to the leadoff spot in the Giants lineup. And up next for the Giants, Thairo Estrada. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And that one hit to first. And that's just foul. The next pitch misses. 1-1.
One ball, one strike.
Chopper to second. Save! And up next for San Francisco, Austin Slater. Grounded out his first time up. And ball one.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
And now 2-0. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Wilmer Flores on deck for San Francisco. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Now batting.
And now it's Wilmer Flores.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
That one to first. Torkelson takes it himself. That's the 3rd out. Back here at the ballpark, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now here's the Detroit catcher, Jake Rogers. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1. And another ball.
2-0.
He was late there, strike 1.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
On the ground, right side, Estrada gets it to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Now
Spencer Torkelson up now for the Tigers. He's 0 for 1. On the ground, base hit. That was smoked through the infield.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
And now up to hit Miguel Cabrera. And he's already singled in this game. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Cabrera batting in the cleanup spot. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Next offering is in for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Here's a 1-1. Swing and a ball popped up, and that'll get down for a hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls hit like that. But there's always a little room back behind the first and second baseman to drop a lawn dart in there, and he found a way. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Here's the 0-2. Ground ball left side. Diving, and he can't make the play. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
First and second, 1 out. And next up for the Tigers, Matt Vierling. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Good hitters count the 2-0. And the slider catches the zone. The 2-1. And a foul ball. The pitch. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And that gets down into the gap. Cabrera headed for the plate. 1 run scores. Here comes another. In there safely. And they lead by 3.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
So up next, Nick Maton. Ground ball right side. Oh, he gloves it to first. Low throw, and he can't dig it out.
That one really hurts. You're already down in the game, and that error puts you even further behind. Just can't let it compound from here, though. You got to flush it, get ready for the next one, make a play, get back in the dugout.
Meadows batting for the second time, and that's strike one.
This guy absolutely flies. The defense wants to turn two, but they've got to get a ball they can do it with. Make sure you get the first out before you try to rush and get two and end up with nothing.
Maton stands at first with one out. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Oh, 0-2 now. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Left-hand batter waits. On the ground right side. And it stays fair. Maton around second, headed for third. And he's got a double.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at-bat. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Now it's Zach Short. And he grounds one to the right side. Gathers and throws to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across. Here comes the manager out of the Giants dugout, and he will make new pitcher on now, Jacob Junis.
Now pitching for
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
McKinstry stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Next pitch inside, and the count is 2-0. 2 outs with a runner at third. The 2-0 is in for a strike. And that one wrapped foul. Right-hander kicks, deals. Comebacker to the mound. Fires over to first. Inning ends, and that stops the bleeding. But 9 batters hit in the inning. 5 come Drew Vasquez. This is his 5th appearance of the year.
And through.
And now it's going to be Roberto Perez. And he hits a ground ball right side, and it gets by him.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
And here is Tyro Estrada. 0-2 as he waves at that one.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
Right side. And it finds its way through for a hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Now time is called here. Pitching coach on his way out to the mound. Slater now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Kicks and deals. Foul ball, still 0-2. Perez, the lead runner, out at second. Estrada at first. 1 gone. He goes down looking.
No, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in play somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Flores at the plate now. That's ball 1. Next pitch is downstairs. Two outs. Bounce to the right side. They take the force out, inning over, and it could have been worse. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom. And now Jack. Peterson, new pitcher for the Tigers, Will Vest.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
The pitch. Slider clips the corner. Vest, in his second season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. Comes up empty on the swing, 0-2 now. On the ground to third. Tosses across to first, and they get the leadoff man in the ninth. Now it's J.D. Davis. Ground ball up the middle. Sneaks through, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Now it's the Giants catcher, Blake Sable. Just off the inside edge. Davis at first, 1 gone. Next pitch misses, and it's 2-1.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Tapped softly on the ground. Now only 1 out remaining. So digging in, Brandon Crawford.
Shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
On the ground to first. Oh, look at the stop. And what a play. Ball game.
What an exciting finish to this game. An amazing play right there. It's hard for the fans to go home. They want more. They're not ready to leave and head to their cars, but an outstanding job to keep entertaining all the way to the end.
5-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Tigers, 5 runs.